That steady to heavy rain we saw this morning is bringing a low-end risk of flooding for us this afternoon.
We have live team coverage of the WRAL Weather Alert Day. Brett Neese is tracking wet roads at this hour from the WRAL Storm Tracker. We begin with meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. Elizabeth, where's the rain now?
The rain right now is moving east toward the coast, but we do have another round of rain that's back to the west. You can start to see a little bit of that creeping toward the Triad area, and when we widen out the view, you'll see it is going to be knocking on our door pretty quickly. I would expect to see that rain around 2 to 3 o'clock moving back into our viewing area. So it'll be steady and heavy for the evening commute. Of course, we do have the storm tracker out. Brett Neese here right along US 1 and 540 with a look at how conditions are right now. And Brett, I know it's nice to have a little lull in the rain, but I know the streets are still wet out there.
That's right, Elizabeth, and we were chasing the back end of one of those showers up in the Wake Forest area. It's, of course, moved out like you just showed, and the roads, though, as we just jumped on 540, they are still pretty wet, and some slick spots out there. We do see some areas where there is some water that has piled up a little bit, ponded on the side of the roads, but wet roads right now, not having to use the windshield wipers at this current moment, which is good news. But of course, we're expecting things to change and that evening commute to be much worse. We're going to have the WRAL Storm Tracker out all evening long. Check back in with us on those evening newscasts, Elizabeth. All
right, Brett, thanks for being out there. I know during the evening commute it's going to be an issue, so it'll be nice to have the storm tracker letting you know where the conditions look the worst. Hey, how about some warmer temperatures? It's been so chilly the last few days. Here's the warm air. The warm front will lift northward. That will help to produce more rain later on today, but it'll actually also help to deliver some warmer air. So futurecast looking dry at the moment, but as we get into the 2-3 o'clock hour, notice that rain starting to push in across our area, moving from west to east, and that warm front will be coming through. Gradually, temperatures will either hold steady or start to climb overnight tonight, so it's not likely to get any colder than it is right now. And as we get through this evening, we'll continue to see the rain, but it will taper off overnight tonight. Right now, it's 36 in Roxborough and South Hill, 38 Rocky Mount and Goldsboro, 37 in Southern Pines. So it's still chilly and raw, but it is nice to have a little break in the precipitation. We're going to hold it right there in the low 40s for the remainder of the day once we climb up into the low 40s. And again, we'll be tracking some showers for tomorrow morning, and I'll show you when we could see some thunderstorms coming up.
Elizabeth, thanks. Make sure you have the WRAL News app with notifications turned on. We will alert you to changing weather conditions and traffic issues across the viewing area.
We can get them anytime here, especially all day yesterday, all day today, clouds everywhere, and they are producing some rain. Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center right now. Low level chance for flooding out there. That's our weather alert day.
Yeah, I think it's trying our patience a little bit here. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days in a row of some cool temperatures. And we did see a little bit of sunshine Monday afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, we should break out of the clouds. So we do have that to look forward to, and it should be a good bit warmer. Fayetteville is cloudy right now. We've not seen as much rain in our southern counties with this particular pattern, but Raleigh, Apex, Chapel Hill have all been wet, and Chapel Hill's courtesy of Top of the Hill Restaurant. Just a little break in the precipitation, little dry period, but look at what's happening back to the west. We have more rain that arrives here around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The warm front starts to lift northward, pushing more of that rain in, but it will also help to deliver some warmer temperatures, which will be nice to see. So a little break in the precipitation right now, but there is still some water out on the roads, and so Storm Tracker is out right now just south of the Beltline. We can take a look at the streets there, and you can see how things are looking wet there in the parking lot as the Storm Tracker is out. So just note that it is wet. It is chilly out there. Temperatures upper 30s to low 40s. So you want to bundle up and keep the umbrella handy, because as you're heading out of work this afternoon, this evening, it is likely to be wet. It's nice to have that overhang there, isn't it, to keep folks dry. All right, let's come back and take a look at our weather alert day. You know, we've had enough rain that some of the places that flood pretty regularly when it rains are probably on the flooded side, but at the moment, some of that rain may have receded because we've seen a little break over the last couple of hours. Temperatures are below normal. We'll see temperatures holding in the low 40s. We would normally be in the mid to upper 50s for today. We had some heavier rain this morning. We're going to see another round for the evening commute. Here's a look at futurecast, and we'll put it into motion. Again, watching some of that rain that's to our west right now, moving in between 2 and 3 o'clock. It may be heavy around the evening commute. There's 4 or 5 o'clock o'clock in the afternoon. A little bit of yellow starting to show up there. It continues all through the evening. If you had plans to be out around dinner time, it is still likely to be fairly wet. But once we get to midnight or so, it may dry out just briefly. So far, in the last 2 days, we've seen over 1.25 inches in Pittsburgh and 4 Oaks, a little over 1 inch in Garner and Rocky Mount, Lewisburg at 0.9 of an inch, and about 0.85 there in Dunn. So we continue to see rain the first half of the day, Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon and Friday look nice and dry, but there's more rain in the forecast for the weekend. Futurecast showing dry conditions first thing in the morning, but by the time we get to 6 or 7 o'clock, we begin to see some showers roll through. Could be a few rumbles of thunder along with this warm front. Temperatures will be on the mild side tomorrow morning, and then some clearing gradually during the afternoon, and our temperatures should climb into the mid-60s. So that's going to feel so much better. We still have the potential for rain tomorrow as well as Saturday and Sunday to add up to 1 inch in our southern counties and up to 2 more inches in our northern counties. So we're not totally done with it yet this week. Saturday are a bit rainy and cool, but another front comes through on Sunday with a high near 70 degrees. Right now it looks dry on Monday and Tuesday, but temperatures are cool for President's Day.